everyone, and welcome back to the Night Sky Arena. This is map 2 of Team Radical Light versus Daybreak. And here we have Daybreak actually putting Team Radical up against the wall on elimination point. If they win this map, Daybreak could end up eliminating Team Radical Light from the Night Sky Arena. Now, that's not something that any of us want, obviously, unless you're a huge Daybreak fan. And if you are, no hate to you. I love Daybreak too. These guys are my pals. But still, it would suck to see a team of Radical's caliber go out like this.
No?
Yeah, Alta 4 guys. Poke and L. Straight back into it. Map 2, Lotus. Radical Light running their signature double initiator composition. Dark on the sky, Kiwi on the fade, Cress on the chamber, which, as we all know, he was allowed to take over on last time he was on this map. Even though they did end up losing and getting knocked down to the lowers, he was still their most heavy-hitting player. Animated as well, back on the signature Clove, running essentially the same exact composition. Reality this time just on the Vise over the Cypher. Pretty typical for Lotus. We're seeing both of these teams do a lot of stuff that is very typical for them. Allowing the same key players to shine, etc, etc. Eye goes out. Being destroyed immediately. Pace for Daybreak continuing to speed up. Reality already catching Espen on the lurk. Dark getting the trade over on B, which does allow the defenders to regain a little bit of this control back. Doesn't even matter though. Spike will go down. Omen catches Mason. Paranoia into halls. No one here to capitalize though. Cress waiting for his teammate to smoke. Should have come before the Paranoia. Dark straight out of water. Caught out by Average. Cress though allowed to gain even more space. Not something that you want to see. Kiwi caught. Catches Consume.
Enemy remaining.
Average caught out by Omen. All of a sudden, it's just animated 1 versus 3, and this would have to be insane. And Cress, make sure no surprises are launched here. Defuse will come through for Cress as well, one closer to the operator. First round taken for Radical Light on their map pick. Already off to a much better start.
Yeah, the postman looked pretty dysfunctional there from Daybreak. They wanted to push up CT, got flash off the angle, and then triple held water.
Somehow that triple hold still got picked apart though. That's the part that I'm confused about. You're holding them on a triple hold and somehow you're allowing the Fade to pick the triple hold apart. Fade has no utility to do that. Not in that situation, she didn't. But still.
Yeah, I just felt like they gave up the CT way too easily.
Seed Naze goes out. Won't catch anything. Pretty signature.
Mason forcing up an outlaw.
Yeah, and this outlaw definitely could do damage, but it's somehow been read. KiwiCot and Omen somehow know that Mason likes to force up the outlaw. They've studied these tendencies, and that's where this preparation comes in for the coaches. Jump spot for Espen, trying to get any extra little bit of information. All 5 for Daybreak grouped up over towards A. Nade goes out. In through tree, Daybreak forcing the way onto site. B hopping, Espen on 1 HP. Mason somehow slides and allows Consume to get the first pick on the Cubicot. This is going so south so quickly as Reality finds Dark as well and animated with the classic. Radical Light cannot afford to lose this round, but somehow it's going awry, and it's only Omen left. Would have to be absolutely insane. Average somehow not found, and Omen back turned allows Consume to find the headshot. Daybreak, as quickly as they're down, force their way back into the game. This is even better than winning the pistol. The right speaker on my headphones have gone out, leaving me with mono audio on the left side of my head. So let me see if I can, like, hit my headphones until they work. It worked! It worked! My headphones! Yes! Time ticking down. Pace looking to be pushed by Consume. Immediately mountain control found. A little bit of a crunch here though. It's dark. And Omen, Paranoia used. Consume immediately finds two. Absolutely activating, finding this B space, and the answer becomes clear as Reality leads the charge, pushing even deeper in. Animated still in C mound. Wants to make sure that they don't want anything for free. Daybreak is running them down. Animated finds Espen as Reality gets the kill on the Kiwi cut. Cress has been good, underperformed so far. Knife out. Animated finds the kill. Daybreak allowing no room to breathe. Radical Light, the moment they start looking good, immediately things going downhill again. Nice.
They just set up a trap with no. They just set up a trap with no players behind it.
Right. I mean, like, the Paranoia went out as the door was opening on B. Paranoia goes out, and then nobody pushes. And sure, I'll give it to Daybreak. Fine. Consume hit some nasty shots this guy's been firing. Where are the C players? Time ticking down now. Another C's nade combo as Daybreak. 4-1 setup. Paranoia goes out. Actually not. No, is going to catch Mason. Immediately giving Radical the advantage. Haunt goes out, just confirming what Radical already knew. Cress on the lurk, has not found anything yet. Just pushing straight out of C, going to be a wall waiting for him. Reality, not going to be alerted. Cress just chooses to contain the space instead. Daybreak forced up into rubble, looking to begin backing off now. Crossfire being held. I think they recognize they can't get through. Crest just playing it smart, doesn't want to trip this wall, instead holding passive. Animated, wary of a lurk, but Crest so far back, and now Reality acts quick as lightning, backs up. Breakable player gets one. Omen finds Average before Animated gets the trade. Spike down in Breakable. Dark opens the door, catches Consume out. Big player dead. Animated on 1 HP. Dark has pushed all the way out, finds Animated, leaving Reality alone. Finds the first pick, will have to be incredible, and no, Crest finally finds a kill into this half. Second kill actually, my bad.
Keep that focus. More of that.
Radical equalizes, but Daybreak still have an incredible economy.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Mason got hit by the C's pretty deep, and then instead of just staying on the edge there, he ran back into the nade while being seized.
I think he thought that he could outrun it, but I think he would have survived anyways, so.
Yeah.
Either way, Daybreak lost to a simple mistake, and the damage is still pretty good. They can still buy up. That's the silver lining. Already close to this fatal as well, 2 away. Lies and Ray's not far off either. Cress takes a fight, misses. Information at least found. Rocket Boombot goes out into C, clearing a little bit of this close space. It's not much, but it's something. Fade Preller as well. Dark ready to act. Mason somehow in Breakable finds 2. B side wide open. Espen, she's caught up and she's stunned. She's forced to back off. Mason sliding into heaven, looking to find something extra. Consume, eventually finds Espen, taking her out of this round. Reality on 1 HP, looking to find even more. Dark caught out, and Crest, know where you are. This would have to be incredible. Finds the first, finds the second. Crest on for something incredible if he can just find a little bit more, but no. Average puts him in the grave. 2-3. Daybreak, no mistakes going to be found. In fact, Mason
Could have a job.
finding so much space on B, catching them out in Breakable completely. Didn't get to see what happened there, but it had to be incredible. Crest into this round, a little bit of a force, it seems, or maybe not, perhaps not Could buy this operator if he so desired, but the call comes through. Team Radical saving. And this is looking like a 4th round going to be found here for Daybreak.
I'll find you.
Eye goes out. Paranoia catches Mason, forcing him off this rebel space temporarily belonging to Radical. Cress, another missed opener. But Daybreak actually feeling animated, running back. Mason has walked up, taking this rubble space so silently with this operator. Lurking Neon on the op. Espen, jump spot going to be heard, alerting Mason to where he needs to be watching. But Mason picks her right out of the air. Reality as well. The backline warrior yet again leveraging these gaps. B-site yet again wide open. The fatal flaw. The hole in the Death Star's construction. Flash goes out. Cress catches Reality. A silver lining. A chance back in, but no. Animated. Make sure nothing will be found. No shots to be fired as Daybreak catches a 4th round. And this B site is a liability. Daybreak should not be able to end B as much as they are so far. It's insane that Mason and Reality are forcing their way into this gap so much. This breakable space. Players keep dying. When will it stop? No timeout to be had just yet. 15 seconds left on the clock. Do not believe that Smile wants to call one just yet. Believes in his team. Cressnell with his operator. 3rd time's a charm. Looks like there are plenty of fresh targets out in mounds. One way goes out immediately. Cress playing silent. Consume. Missed satchel. Eye goes out. Will not spot Cress. Left unchecked, but the dog goes out, and Cress is not good for it. In fact, put down on 1 HP. Cress, a 3rd failed opener is Mason. Another lurk. Visult goes out. Not going to be needed, but just safe. Playing it so smart. Sight is theirs. Don't even need to get anything extra. Mason
There.
booking it back to main average, getting this plant down one closer to the Fade ultimate if he doesn't have it already. Animated finds Cress, big player down, still going. In fact, overheal's good for it. Is Reality with the off, and nothing will be found. Daybreak absolutely dominant into the 7th round, and now coming into the 8th. I wonder, will there be a timeout? Daybreak have 2 operators. You know, the smart play would be just leaving the operator and maybe taking 1 attack op in, but Daybreak are no ordinary team. They don't even have a game plan. They're just winning off of pure lurks and frags. Mason has found a gap on A site, 2 rounds in a low. He, on Neon, should not be allowed to walk up rubble with an operator and find opening picks. That is insane. That is insane. Where does he find the balls for this type of play? Daybreak, facing elimination, somehow muster up the courage to persevere, while Radical, so much confidence coming into playoffs, all to be shattered by a team who is left on their last strand of hope. Big players going missing as well. Crest 5-5, doing better than the first map at least, but Espen and KiwiCot not online whatsoever. Well, every player on Daybreak firing on all cylinders. Average, incredible map 1 performance. Now 2-3, doesn't even have to frag. Animated Reality, Mason, even Consume. All positive. Timeout ends. Smile, hoping to force his team away from the brink of elimination. And yet again, a rubble fight, this time with no resistance from Team Radical to be faced here. Cress hoping to get some type of early pick, switching off of Mound, but this time, Daybreak not going to give this up so easy. Mason already pushing the pace, but Cress is there! Finally puts the monster in the dirt. Carla goes out, Average forcing his way in. Consume all the way up in stairs with the operator, but Average gets the trade.
Bring them down.
Still pushing the pace, it's Cress. And then the wiser is B-site will be found. Animated finds Espen. Puts it 3-3. Seekers deemed worthy to be popped into this round. Average on the angle, whipped shot, but still finds a pick on to Dark. This is looking so grim, but KiwiCot, the backline warrior, sat down by Average and is just Cress left alive. You either have to save or go all in. You can't 50-50 this one. Animated running it down. Might just get a little bit of extra information and he will Information going to be found. Crest picks up this rifle, wants to go for it, but there's no time, and will be hurt. Breakable operator still down in stairs. I don't know who told you to go for this, but this would be absolutely insane. Two in heaven. Crest taps the spike, sticking the defuse with average over top, jumping and taunting with the shorty. It's Daybreak, a 6th round to be found. Team Radical Light missing $1 million reward if found. Where are they? Timeout yielding absolutely no results into this round. With Daybreak having that read, Espen, Crest being set back up on the A line after Mounds not working out at all. Managing to find an opening pick on the Mason. You'd think that was the round, but no! Daybreak continue to persevere. A story for the ages. Operator now on this line. Fade Eye barely missing him. Allowed to play this angle. Catches Mason yet again. An opening pick, hopefully. Radical can find something else. Boombot forces him off the line. A little bit of damage for his trouble, but still. Man advantage. Reality around this angle might just be able to go crazy. Finds Espen and has backup, but doesn't even need it. Going nuclear to find C-Site. Wide open dark. Flash goes out on the rubble, but his worst fears confirmed to be true as Omen and Crest rotate back over. An operator on the retake. We've seen this story time and time again. Reality, do not overheat. And he dies. Crest finds the pick. Equalizes. But Animated puts him down as quickly as you thought something could be found. Dark Flash catches but Consume. Backline hero Omen, last left alive. We've seen you be good, but yet again Consume pushing the pace. 7th round for Daybreak. Team Radical Light have no answers, and Daybreak has their number.
Stay alive, please.
And Crest continues to find opening picks. This is the 2nd round in a row where Mason has given his life up to Radical Light, and the round has still gone to Daybreak. How can you expect to continue if you can't close out rounds where you're getting the first pick? And now your biggest player, Crest, on the off. He's been impactful these past 2 rounds, but you have no weapons. A mound fight yet again. Same exact setup. Readable from Radical at best. Egregious at worst. Stun goes out. Crest this time will not be allowed to play. Mason pushing the pace on the off. Legs and Crest. A rare whiff shot will be so dangerous, especially into an elimination match as this. And the read will be found here. Crest is tripped down. No information. Fade ultimate forces Omen off the line. Reality pushing the pace. TRL goes out. A disconnect from Omen, it seems, as he's just walked away into nothingness. Consume. Catches QB caught as Animated. Finds Dark. Last one left alive. Espen. It's literally go big or go home. Consume spotted out. Espen catches the first. 3 remain. Average plant will go down. Boombot goes out. Dangerous, but Animated not going to swing just yet. But still, nothing will be found. No ground to be gained. Espen 1 HP and Animated. It's a belter. An 8th round for Daybreak. Yet again, Radical Light. Hey, I don't know if a disconnect happened there, but if there was like any sort of like chat messages, let me know immediately.
No.
Or like if there's like a tech pause or anything. Yet again, the mound fight right whenever Crest switches back over to C. Daybreak have the read. And now they're just grouped up. Espen trying to push the pace. Fade Eye will go, but Crest again continues to fall short. Mason spinning in circles as he executes, and Dark manages to capitalize, but still forced off the line. Omen goes out, preparing to fast fled. And Dark straight through the smoke. It's Consume with the read. Fade Eye goes out. Reality going to be caught, forced to swing. Consume finds Omen, and it's only 2 left against the world. Animated. But Cubicott might have something to say about this. 9 bullets left, 50 HP. Raise goes out, almost finds it first, but it's Animated yet again. The Terminator is online. A 9th round, and Radical Light have yet to found anything. It's getting down to the wire as Radical Light have one last chance into this round to bring it to a 9-3 half. Daybreak, however, will be very, very satisfied no matter the outcome. Animated firing on all cylinders, Consume in reality absolutely finding and forcing the way into the gaps. Even Mason slowed down a little bit, but the start of this game was incredible. Crest back on this operator, wants to find something. Confidence lost, though, taking a much more passive angle as Mason is just sending it onto the A site. It's a one-man fake and a one-man army. Blind goes out, Animated catches Crest on the timing. Omen finally sits Mason down, but the damage has been done. It's too little too late. Animated forcing his way into C-Link. Ray's Boombot will go out.
Spike
Omen
planted.
barely dodges, but typical for Daybreak. However, Omen catches an extra kill. Average walked up into hole. Might just be an engagement, and of course, who else but Average? 2 left live. Kiwi caught, considering her choices. Dark. 4 bullets for this Guardian. Seas go through. It's a triple swing of doom. Average catches Dark, leaving Kiwi caught in the 1 versus 3, and Animated will bring it to a 2-10 half. Daybreak look absolutely incredible.
Switching sides.
What are you even meant to do? What are you meant to do? It's suppressive. It's suffocating in the face of Daybreak's pace.
One-minute timer started.
Thanks, mate. Can you tell that I'm all the way down on the ground right now?
No, but now
Oh,
you
that's
told me I
good.
can hear it.
Yeah, Loki, I'm standing up and casting, and I whenever I'm yelling, I feel like I'm gonna pass out, and I'm low-key persevering through like sheer willpower right now. But it's dude, this is such a good game. And like, holy dude, what a good game so far. I can't even begin to talk about how good it is to
Davido,
watch Daybreak
thank you.
get their moment to shine. But at the same time, I feel bad. Radical Light cannot afford to go out this way. They're better than this for sure. I don't know what's happened or where their confidence has gone, but Crest just failed to get online. It's like, of course, whenever they played against a team like Shadow of Nine, who has very typical playstyles, you know, Shadow of Nine, I'm not calling them bad at all, by the way. Shadow of Nine, incredible team. They do things right. They do things properly. They play together. And Crest was able to capitalize on that. You know, even though they lost the game against Shadow of Nine, Crest was still kind of really doing a lot of damage on Shadow of Nine. But against a team like Daybreak that doesn't play typically at all, in fact, they're really just running it down. They're 100% running it down on this attacker side. It's difficult for Crest to get online whenever Consume is satcheling into the air and people are triple swinging off of Consume's satchels. Like, Daybreak aren't doing things stupid. They're not playing stupid. That's my point. Daybreak are playing so fast and so aggressive, but they're doing things right. They're swinging off of each other's contact. They're allowing Consume to satchel over, break these crosshairs. He's playing a very honest-to-God duelist. I'm not going to say the same for Mason. Mason forcing his way into rubble every single round with an operator. And that last one of the half, solo faking on A. That was absolutely insane. And it's not bad from him at all. Against better teams, sure, he might get punished, right? And even against Radical, I feel like he should be getting punished. But Radical are just not focusing on that aspect of the game right now, especially not whenever they're down by 8 rounds. And let me stress how important this is. This is an elimination match, and Radical are down 8 rounds! Mason continuing his aggressive streak. 2 shots heard. Flash goes out. Mason somehow alive still, but Dark sits him down. Espen finds reality. Finally, good fortune into this half to start it out. C-site wide open. The rotations are not far away. Espen catches Animated. Over peaks. Average opening this door. Not being able to find anything. Omen running straight through. Consume catches Espen somehow, but Omen with the knife. Dark. Team Radical Light showing a new shade. Consume knife out, catches Dark, but Kibikot has the follow-up. A 3rd round for Radical Light. It's something to start, and has to be the start of something good, unless Radical Light are okay with going out like this. the 5 stack on the C site for Daybreak, and they've gambled pretty well. It's Cress alone over towards A. And Radical Light should pray that Cress notices the gap before they execute into a 5-man site. Reality put on 1 HP. Noise not being heard though, but somehow Dark guesses correctly, calls for the rotation as Cress notices this gap on the A site. Reality, an early rotation, but has misread it completely. Smoke goes out, allows him to cross, but yet again too late. Radical on the A site. Door opening now. Cress sticking back, will have to contend against 3 on the flake. It's Mason, Average, and Animated. Big hitters so far. Reality, 1 HP, might want to take first contact here. But the trip taken back, leaving them with no information. Cress, what are you doing? Average catches a pick, and all of a sudden first kill goes to Daybreak. Mason again with a bouncer. Here we got doing damage though. Consume caught Omen as well. Reality falls. Radical with a sore thumb, still remembering what happened on the last anti-eco. Will not repeat the same story unless Average goes nuclear. And nothing will be found. Dark avoids a disaster, catches Average. It's small, but it's still something. A rather clean round. Rifles brought out of it for Radical, but this is crunch time now. You have to force up, and force up they will. 4 rifles and an outlaw. Outlaw good for at least 1. Reality and Animated. Half shield for both of them. Crest with no shield though. Average seasoned combo. Crest will not be able to be caught. Mason somehow catches the first on Omen, pushing the pace. Dog goes out. Average is relentless in his pursuit of greatness. Consume.
Attacker spawn.
Kill on the Crest as well. Greatness just might be found here. Average shots go out. Kiwi goes wide. Espen finds Average. Consume though, good for it, and it's Daybreak, a clean round, and Radical could not afford to lose this. 11 rounds for Daybreak.
Now we wait. Rip and tear. Launching force.
Reality, or Team Radical Light, grouped up over towards the A site, want to fight for this rubble space. Average and Consume might have something to say about this as the seed nade lands, and it's just good for it. Dark catches Consume, but Espen, 2 quick kills to equalize, leaving A site with no defenders left. Quick rotations out from Animated and Reality, but might not be quick enough unless Animated caught out by the bot. Paranoia goes through, somehow persists, finds nothing. Omen with the kill. Reality silently drops down. Might have something to be able to say about this. Knows where 1 is. Real Wall gonna be tripped on B. Kiwi caught Dog. Catches Reality. Omen 1 HP. Pushing. Reality. Quick flick of the wrist. Finds a second as well. Reality. Satchel as well. Just helps him get closer to his goal. Ultimate now going to be popped. Creeping ever closer. Reality. Espen. Anticlimactic finish, but worth the use of that ultimate into this round. Incredibly important economic swing round. Daybreak still able to force up a measly buy, while Team Radical Light may just begin to stabilize. And stabilize they will. A full buy out for them. Kiwi caught only 1, not on a traditional rifle, just has the Guardian here. Ult cycles beginning to come through as well. Kiwi caught with the Fade ultimate. Average close to his as well. Consume 1 off the Raise rocket. Another seasoned combo. Dark, you're gonna have to avoid this one, mate. Avoid it, he will. Bits of damage found. Average puts Espen on 1 HP. Eye goes out, confirms what they already knew. Boombot as well, double confirming. Fatal catches, no, does not catch Consume on site, but they're all forcing through tree. This could go so wrong, but Consume forced to fight through and catches Espen. Average straight through his wall. Balls of steel, but Omen, yet again,
This, gotta go.
stun from Mason as animated catches Omen,
enemy
pinching
remaining.
Dark, and all of a
Spike
sudden,
down A.
flipped on its head. Daybreak, 3 versus 1. Cress has started to heat up into this half, but I say it so much, would have to be incredible from him. Reality just jiggling. He doesn't even want the kill. Finds Cress. No kill for Cress. Teleport into heaven, but can hear them pushing the pace, and Reality is just bee-hopping his way into Cress's face. Mason goes wide. Animated gets the pick, and that's Daybreak on series point. Radical Light yet again come up short when it matters the most. The comeback looking doable for a brief moment in time, but Radical Light now backs against the wall, and it's so dastardly for them. Can't even muster up a buy. Kiwi caught on a Sheriff Cress, forced to hope for an ultimate into this half, but still 2 away and no ultimates either. Dark just went off. His Sky ultimate won't exactly be pivotal. Mason gonna be caught by this flash, but the eye. Fake information. Aspen straight through the box has the read. Reality forced off. Vine's gonna be popped before this nade can do any damage, but flash allows Aspen to force his way onto site, but she will be caught out as Reality with 3 going nuclear. Reality single-handedly wants to close this out.
Well tripped.
Reality says, fine, we can't close it ourselves.
You're cutting out, you're cutting
I'll do
out.
it myself. Cress catches animated, wants to do something, anything to avoid the inevitable, but it only delays this win. Vi's ultimate won't do much. Cress backs out. Average 1 HP. Reality around, and there's the ace to eliminate Team Radical Light from the Night Sky Arena. That is it. And Daybreak, yet again in the pursuit of greatness, will persevere. Radical Light hoping to catch something, make anything out of this lower bracket run, but falls short when it matters the most. Daybreak getting activated just when they need it. Every player going nuclear, animated that entire series, finding so many gaps, dueling his way into unfair scenarios. Reality forcing his way into empty space. Consume catching all the crosshairs, and Mason, an absolute lunatic.
What a match.
What a match.
What a match indeed.
It was a match.
Radical Light promises of a lower bracket run continue to go unfulfilled as they will be out for this season. We hope to see them back in the next. Their tournament run will be cherished for a very long time, but now all lights and all eyes on Daybreak as they hope to continue their lower bracket run. I do believe that we have one more series. It is currently 8-1, so we will be back on this broadcast whenever this game concludes, so we can come to you guys with map 2 of Apex Starlight versus Deviate Wukong. Until then, we will be on a Be Right Back screen. I will ping whenever we are ready. So thank you all for tuning in. This has been Team Radical Light versus Daybreak. Daybreak takes 2-0, and we'll see you back very soon.